Hello everyone, so we talked about this before and I'm vigorously against this and I explain all the details. We're going into all of the subject here. It's going to take a few minutes to go through it all, but basically the Irish government had a cabinet meeting today with the ministers and they've been talking about this for the last 2 years, give or take, about bringing in a tourist tax here. Now, obviously, Ireland has a huge amount of tourists come to it because where we're located, etc. A lot of people want to come and see Irish people and see Irish culture and heritage. Unfortunately, that's non-existent nearly nowadays. But people come here anyway because they want to see Ireland. Ireland is a beautiful place, but unfortunately, the government has ruined it to hell and to back at this stage. But unfortunately, the government are not happy enough with the money they're making already because it takes a lot to come here. You just don't come here on €5. It takes thousands of euros to come to Ireland from the United States, from other parts of Europe, to come here, to stay here. It's thousands and thousands of euro, and to spend, to go out for a night out, etc. Thousands of euro, hundreds and thousands of euro, just to say. And of course, you get stabbed in the street, etc. We've seen many instances of that in Ireland. But the government are not satisfied with that, so they want to add in another tax. So, take for example, if you're in a hotel or in a self accommodation, you would have to pay a tax. Say, for example, in Dublin, it's up to the county council. The government have decided that they would leave it up to the county council. So basically, Dublin City Council will have to probably do a vote if they want to bring in a tourist tax, say in Dublin. In Cavan, for example, the council would have the ability to bring in the tourist tax if they wanted to. Most likely it would be in the capital city. They would bring it in Dublin if they were going to do it anywhere in Cork and Galway. Not so much maybe the rural counties. Maybe they would. It depends, I suppose, because it would make more maybe sense in the rural counties and counties that people would never go to Laois and stuff. Fair enough, maybe if Laois County Council decided to bring it in, but Dublin, take for example, would be where all the tourists really would go, and maybe Cork and Galway, etc. But the simple truth here is that the fact is people pay enough to come here, and that's my opinion. They pay enough to come here, and adding on, say, 10, even if it's 10-15 euro a night per person or whatever, with 12 something maybe, take example. I still think it would be a bit too much because people are already paying enough to come here. It's not like they're coming here for nothing. We have enough people coming here for nothing at the moment that we're paying the luxury to keep here. Tourists are paying their way. They're not getting anything for free here in this country. There's certain people coming in and getting free accommodation, free everything. These are not these people. These people are paying their way. So I think it's very unreasonable to ask somebody, especially the situation in Dublin at the moment. You could be killed on the streets of Dublin. We're expecting people to pay for taxes. That they could be killed on the street, basically, because that's the simple reality of modern Ireland. And you're paying for the government to basically let you be killed on the street is not a great idea too. But long story short, there is an argument to be had here that this money could go towards tourist infrastructure, could go towards public transport, trains, etc. And that's all well and good, but you have to remember Ireland's one of the richest countries in the world, and it sucks in money. Like Ireland is like if you ever wanted to see a tax hole, what I mean by tax hole, just keep sucking the taxes out of people because they just suck the taxes out of people every 10 seconds. Everything's been taxed. Everything's just fucking taxed to oblivion. Like the government fucking raking the money. Like they're raking in money in the carbon tax and stuff and other taxes. They're just fucking lapping the money up. Like they're making more money than fucking any country in the world nearly because they're just sucking in money. They're just sucking Irish people dry from their money and not from anything else. But that's what they're doing. But the simple reality is they shouldn't be sucking the tourists dry too. But and maybe in Ireland, you would get pay €5 for a pint nowadays in Dublin and stuff. But you don't take that out of context. But I can't keep a straight face after that. But yeah, you get my point. Like people pay enough. Now it is the argument to have, of course, the infrastructure, etc. Fair enough. But I don't think it's reasonable. I think it would put people off coming here more than anything else. Because it's already expensive enough. I wouldn't mind if it was a country that nobody ever came to. Like, say, for example, you're an island in the Pacific Ocean and you only get maybe 3,000 or 4,000 visitors a year. Fair enough, you need that money. But the Irish government don't need it. As simple as that. They don't need it. As simple as that. They just don't need the money. And to be basically looking for more money off people is ridiculous. Tourists. And of course, this is the other thing about this is to listen to this. If I was going up to Bundoran or to Sligo, or say I was going to Galway for the weekend, just as a trip, right, take for example, the Irish government would expect me as an Irish citizen to pay. So I'd be paying taxes for my own country. So I'm in Ireland. I'm not a tourist. I'm a domestic tourist in my own country, and I'm going to be taxed on it, even though I'm paying taxes. I'm going to be taxed because I'm an Irish citizen, and they're probably going to put triple the tax on Irish citizens because fuck Irish citizens, says the Irish government. Simon Howes and me whole mountain. But that's what's going to happen. So they're going to double tax people. So Irish people are going to be taxed to hell and to back. So that's great. They're going to tax domestic tourists out in Ireland. So if I go to Galway, I'd be taxed in Galway for staying the night in Galway, and domestically. So they're going to drive Irish people out to go to other places, to Spain, to Portugal. They are going already, but what I'm trying to say, they'll be even more determined to go now because you can't even go to Bundoran now without the government asking for more money off you. You already pay for your journey down to Bundoran. You pay for your fuel, your car to go down to Bundoran. But you're sure look at, you have to pay for the hotel, and then you have to pay the extra tax, and then you'll be fucked over by the tax man again. But it's a great country. Just to say, it's a mighty country with sucking every day. I couldn't help myself. Sorry. But that's what it is. I stand on that record that the government are sucking people dry. Money wise, of course. Just it's specify what they're sucking. We're not sucking diesel. We can't suck diesel anymore. Diesel's got too expensive, so we can't be sucking diesel. Diesel's not allowed. The Green Party have abandoned. So we have to suck, I don't know, fucking sunflower oil or something like that. But anyway, let me know what you think. Apart from the sucking bit, don't talk about the sucker bit. But I do think it's not the best thing to do. I do think it's important that the local authorities have the decision. I don't think the government should impose it on the whole country. As I say, from Laois and stuff like that, small counties like that, maybe they can reasonably ask people to pay a small contribution towards the county because they don't have many tourists. But I don't think it'd be fair in Cavan. Cavan gets a few tourists, not overly too much, but I still think it would be unfair to ask people to pay, say, for example, €10 extra a night. I think it'd be really, really unfair to ask somebody to contribute that coming to Cavan. I don't think so. I would say that to the councillors too, that it shouldn't be an option. We have enough money as it is. So let me know what you think. Subscribe for more and bye.